Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to show you today how I had to make some modifications to make this Badland 2000 winch hook up to my CF Moto 400. I haven't seen a video on YouTube about it. I could have just bought the winch package, which would have bolted right up to this with no problem, but being the cheapskate that I am and trying to save every penny I can, I went with the El Cheapo. Actually, it's a pretty good winch. Harbor Freight winch, which was on sale for like 49 bucks. So I have to modify things and make a bracket. You can see right there, that's the bracket rig, and CF Moto has a plate that bolts right up to that and creates a shelf, and it would have been easy peasy if I wanted to pay the money. Of course, the Harbor Freight bracket is not wide enough. It's way too tiny. So I had to take some angle iron and modify it and drill it, and I just drilled the end in, just drilled a hole in the end and bolted it up, and then got it straight, and then marked out my other hole. So I had to do that with two brackets. Those brackets then in turn go thusly and bolt onto the, you can see the, oh, I don't need the flashlight now. You can see the bolt there. They bolt through there. So I bolt that onto the winch first loosely, and then slide it in, and then bolt it to the bracket, and then tighten down this. Also, this is the Harbor Freight, I don't know, you call that the winch roller or winch guide. Of course, I could have bought the one from them, but no, this one's too narrow. So I took the holes and made them into slots, and then I will put the factory bolts back in there. It came with the bolts, nice 3/8, or they're probably millimeter, but who's measuring? So the bolts will go in there. This will slide in behind it. It just catches the main body of the bolt, and then tighten it down with an oversized washer. It should work just fine. If not, I'll go buy the hookup for it at the dealer, pay top dollar. But what fun is that, right? When you can sit out here and tinker for 6 hours. As far as the wires go, it was no big deal. Oh, and the reason I got the 2000 instead of the 2500, which has a remote, which I could lose out in the woods. This one here had the wire remote, which I'm going to mount, I think like this, right on the handlebar. I already got the wires ran. I used a fish tape. The seat comes right off with a clip on the back. I used a fish tape and basically followed their wire harness down through here, and that way I knew it wouldn't get pinched. As you can see here, I followed their wires down through. I also used a fish tape, and then they come out here and will hook on the end of the winch. This has an inline fuse thing, which I don't know why they don't make a cover for it. So I'll just have to tape the living hoo-ha out of that. So, I mean, these hot bolts could touch on anything in there and short out. So I may encase that in silicone caulk or find a little plastic box or something. But for now, it's just going to be good old electrician's tape and multi layers of it. So all in all, everything here is easy. There's the battery hookup. everything's easy to get at, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to do my wrenching and get this all in there, and I'll show you the final product, I guess. Look at all the goodies and stuff I get to buy for the new four-wheeler. Hitch pin with a clevis on there. Extra hitch pins in case I lose one in the woods. Nice toe strap. God, I love Harbor Freight. Oh, I got the little rubber dinghy ball for the end of the cable so it doesn't jam into anything. Turn you back on when I get her bolted up. Alright, I got it in there, folks. It was no easy task, but I got my bolts on. I got lock washers on this side, and I got the nylon nuts there. That's my clutch, so I can reach right in and disengage. I round it over the corner so I won't be snagging my knuckle. The two bolts, I got it pretty centered. You can see the winch wheel. The two bolts holding the winch on were a pain because this cover wouldn't come off, because some lovely mechanic stripped out, either used the wrong fastener. They're supposed to be 10mm according to the book, but both of those two are screwed, so I couldn't get that plate off to reach behind it. But I got it. I had to use every socket and swivel and extension I had to get it wiggle in there. Alright, now I just need to pop this on real quick, and we should be good to go with the winch, other than the wiring. I don't like that this end sticks out a little bit. The winch that comes with it is more centered. I don't know what they did to it, but this here's got the end. So I have the rubber boots that go over these, but I think I'm gonna, I don't know, it might be okay. I mean, they're exact opposite each other, and this is plastic, so there's nothing to short on, and I got the boots that go to it. I don't know, maybe I'll silicone them or something and then put the boots on. But there's my other bolts. So let's get this front piece on, and we should be good to winch. Be right back. Don't forget to do this. You got to take that one bar out. I almost put the cable on top instead of under it. This has a little spring washer, a little bent washer, which is thin as can be. I don't know how it's going to freaking work, but we'll see. Got it. Yeah, it doesn't look too healthy. I might have to go buy a new one. Yeah, it's cinched on there. Alright, anyhow. So I have to get this kind of centered on the bolts. I think she's going to work. I'll try it a couple times. If it falls out, then I'll go buy the high dollar name brand junk stuff. But I think this will work. I just got to get it centered so it looks decent. Can't have a crooked winch guide, for Pete's sakes. That look pretty straight. good and tight. There we go. Sweet. I think this is a must, your little rubber cable ball, so you can pop it up into there without slamming it every time. You end up rubbing metal on metal and nicking up and tearing up your rollers. Oh my god, it went right on. Oh my gosh, 2 in a row. There we go. Okay, I got everything all tucked away and buttoned up, taped and covered. CF Moto puts a pretty nice guard over top their positive post. I just need to pop the seat on. Got my controller mounted. That might be changed. I might put it around over here where I can hit it. But, little test run. It works. So now I got my winch hooked up. Next thing is to hook on the snowplow. Here that is. I actually bought the kit from the dealer, so this should pop right on, I hope. This thing is solid. I wouldn't put it on a pickup truck, but it's solid. It's got the nice wear bar on it and heavy duty springs, and it's supposed to be once you get the bracket all set up underneath it, it's supposed to be 2 pins and it comes right off. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to slide you under there and see if I can explain what's going on. The easy way, they tell you right in the book, is to take the skid plate off. Plastic stops mud from getting up on the transmission and all that stuff. All that plastic. Well, I couldn't do that, so I modified everything, and I got my bolts up around the frame. Here's my main big bolts that hooks on the brackets. It was a pain. I've been at it all day. Well, not all day, a couple hours. But I got everything bolted tight and kept my plate on there. On that frame over there, you have to watch it because there's a brake line that follows the top of the frame. You have to go under with your U-bolt. Otherwise, you're going to screw your brakes. But I got her. Looks like the right measurement. Now I'm going to stick the arms on that stick out the front and hold the plow. Back on in a few minutes. I'm in the home stretch. Wish me luck. Looks pretty good under there though. Everything's nice and tight. Okay, I got the brackets under there. That part lined up nicely. Had to wiggle the pins a little bit. This monster's heavy, which I guess is a good thing. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Boy, that tolerance is pretty tight. Okay, this... Hold on a sec. I have to get the instructions, which are very vague, by the way. They're built for a shop mechanic who's done it 100 times. So you really gotta do stuff on your own and figure it out. Be right back. Getting out the big boy wrenches. My my whole point of this exercise is to not smash myself in the shin with the blade. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely have to get the big boy wrenches. Let me go find my monster. Okay, I got a big old giant snap-on I found in the bottom of the box. That will get me there, but I'll have to finish it off with a crescent wrench because it's actually the wrong size. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Yeah, I would suggest if you're not mechanically inclined or have a short fuse, I'd pass on this one. Nope. You kind of gotta guess. I might modify this myself. That little 1/4 inch or 15/16 bolt to hold this big heavy duty spring. I don't see how that's going to jive in the long run. And these eye bolts aren't even welded, so I might upgrade that. Is that supposed to have a inside and outside nut? Yep. Whoops. Yeah, I think I'm going to drill out this top hole. At least put this up on 3/8, because this is looks a little ridiculous to me. These pins. Might just be extra pins. This is the picker upper. Well, well, well. The first screw up. These holes don't line up with the holes where it's supposed to be mounted. They're off by a 1/2 inch. Oh, that was easy to figure out. I tried to put them in the wrong spot. Holy smokes, is that heavy. Well, it's getting dark on me. So that's it. I haven't seen no videos installing this. The rest of the stuff is just tinker toy stuff. I got a bolt to go in there. Finish tightening that. That's where the hook goes. Here's the swivel. The other spring to put on. So basically that's it. Yeah, so far everything I see on the blade, it's all pretty good, except for the modifications I had to make to the dust cover. I mean yeah. Just want to show you real quick how vague these instructions are. They don't tell you where's the front, nothing. They tell you put them like that, or like, or oh, here's the 2 bolt placements. Either like this or like this. And the funny thing is, I don't have that crossbar or that crossbar. So I had to do it this way, but this bolt I had to put way up here. This bolt is right against that cross beam, because I don't have those cross beams on my machine. So, and that's how you got to drill to get through the dust cover. I didn't have to do all that. I put them in a different place, but it worked just fine. So if you're And basically this is the closest good instruction. You're supposed to put your pivots about 34 inches off the front or less, so you have room to tilt the blade and not hit the tires. That's about the only measurement they give you on this whole schematic. So you're going to end up with a bunch of extra parts, which is cool. Thanks for watching, everybody. CF Moto snow plow installation and winch modification. Got it all on there. It works great. Got dark on me, but it works. Woohoo! Ready for snow, baby. Looks pretty badass on there too, I gotta say. Sweet. Now I'll go play nice.